You're listening to an Ancient Wisdom Hacks production, The Iliad for Content Creators by Arthur Isidore. Chapter 14, Wrath to Reconciliation, Managing Burnout and Creative Rage. Rage, sing goddess, the rage of Achilles that sent countless souls to Hades and left their bodies a feast for dogs and birds. Achilles' fury drives the Iliad, yet that same fire nearly destroys him. He broods in isolation while comrades fall. He slaughters until the river runs red, and when the haze lifts, he finds only emptiness. Creators face the same paradox. Obsessive drive fuels breakthroughs, but unchecked it can scorch health, relationships, and the well of ideas itself. To endure, we must learn to temper rage into steady energy, spot warning sparks, honor cycles of rest, and build systems that protect both output and soul. Anger often erupts from insult or loss. The algorithm slams a post, a contract falls through, perfectionism exposes a flaw, or imposter doubts undercut a triumph. In its first tremors, you might find yourself scrolling analytics into the dawn, snapping sarcasm at innocent comments, or riding manic bursts of productivity that collapse into weeks of inertia. Left unchecked, this is burnout, a hollow exhaustion paired with a numb spirit. Just as Achilles hit his breaking point when Patroclus fell, you too may discover one failed launch or one joyless morning behind the dashboard suffices to tip the balance. Pause before the flames spread. Honor a weekly creative Sabbath, a full day away from publishing, metrics, and ideation. Remove apps from your phone, tend the garden, or bake bread, write in a notebook with no agenda. This ritual mirrors the warrior's pause to bury their dead and rebuild courage. Every few months, declare a shield down week, announce a break, replay evergreen favorites for your audience, read a novel or wander a museum, and on returning note 3 fresh insights for your next cycle. Batch your work to build buffer zones. Spend one day outlining topics, another day drafting multiple pieces, another morning scheduling everything. If anger or illness strikes, your cue holds the line until you regain footing. When rage flares, open your Thea ledger and free-write the trigger, the emotion's texture, and one action you can control. Then do a breathing drill or a set of push-ups and return only when your pulse steadies. That page traps venom before it scorches your mind. Let data warn you before collapse. Track daily screen time. Aim to stay below 3 hours of analytics a day. Notice if you skip meals or go 3 nights under 6 hours of sleep. If these red lines blur, post a pause notice, reschedule commitments, and call a trusted peer. Set up a simple mood tracker so a week's downward trend triggers your Sabbath bell, and pin your boundary policy where your community can see it. Rage need not be silenced. It can be harnessed. Channel frustration into a structured essay that names the problem, proposes solutions, and rallies your audience to collective action. Or dedicate a short sprint to build a tool or template that answers the pain that sparked your ire, then share it freely or pay what you want. Invite the critic or competitor into conversation rather than battle. Sometimes curiosity dissolves resentment, and nuance emerges to guide everyone forward. Consider the designer who saw her reels crushed by an algorithm change. Noticing sleepless nights stacking up, she triggered a shield down week. The cue replayed best clips while she hiked mountains and sketched on paper. When she returned, she wrote a thoughtful essay dissecting the platform shift. It went viral on a different network, drawing new clients who praised her insight. By converting rage into accreditation, she renewed both craft and trust. Long-term resilience requires deeper structures. Plan a half-year retreat of total disconnection, delegate to your inner circle, and lose yourself in the Iliad or another epic. Build your identity across multiple channels. If one falters, others hold morale. Practice weekly gratitude by listing 3 audience moments that sparked joy. This rewires your mind away from anger's circuitry. Begin now. Schedule your next 4 Sabbaths. Sketch a simple redline dashboard. Write your first ledger entry. And batch a month's topics in 2 hours. Each step fans embers into lasting warmth. And the anger in his chest ebbed like tide. Grief entered, then calm. Dawn found him resolved to fight clear-eyed, not blind. May your dawn arrive with equal clarity. Keep wrath as kindling, not wildfire. Rest your shields when bronze hums too hot. Set watchful metrics along your wall, and reconcile often with self, with peers, with purpose. In that balance lies creative longevity, fiercer than any single surge, and songs the muse will still deem worth singing when today's platforms crumble like fallen Troy. Ancient Wisdom Hacks is a Gorilla Mongoose Studios project. For more in-depth hacks, go to ancientwisdomhacks.com.